Hi everyone and welcome back to the Newcastle United career mode on FIFA 23, sorry. Almost said FIFA 22. Yeah, we're back into the action today. Our first game is back in the Premier League. We have Brentford, I believe it is. Yes, it is. We play at home, which is good. We unfortunately lost at Villa Park 2-1 against, of course, Aston Villa in that first Premier League game of the season. So hopefully we can bounce back with a win. But there is some stuff I want to take a look at before we do that. Now, as you can see here, I have a few players shortlisted. Of course, Target had a really good game. He was probably our best player against Aston Villa in that first game of the season. But I don't see him as a long-term solution at left back. So as much as he might be a good future backup, I've got some other guys here that I could potentially look to bring in now or maybe in January or something like that. And most notably, I have a certain 84 rated 24-year-old English centre-back by the name of Fikayo Tomori on my transfer hub shortlist. So I'm looking at potentially bringing him in. I mean, he's such a good defender. He's also expensive. He would be essentially our entire budget. So if we want him, we're going to have to pay a lot for him. We'd also probably have to let a centre-back go as well to get him in the squad. At the moment, we have Fabian Schär and Sven Botman. I think having someone like Tomori, who's obviously quick, he's athletic, he's agile, we can bring him in to sort of, pair with Sven Botman in the starting 11. I think that would be a really good signing. Of course it would. Why wouldn't you want Fikayo Tomori in your team? I don't know if we're going to go for him. Milan would probably sell him. Obviously, they do have an asking price. It's 80 million. Again, we can afford that, but it's a lot of money. They've signed Presnel Kimpembe, so they do have some depth in that position. I did check, and Tomori is absolutely on fire. 84 rated. He is going to be one of the best defenders in the world in my save here. So I'm very keen to bring him back to England and back to the Premier League. But I'm also looking at some left backs. I've got all of them but Robinson currently being scouted. For some reason, it said that they couldn't scout Robinson. So I guess it is what it is. We've got players like Luke Thomas here who probably we won't get because by the time our scout report comes back, Sassuolo will probably have him. Pellegrini's out on loan. But you have got players like Juan Miranda and Matias Oliveira and Borna Sosa, who has just accepted a transfer to West Ham. So really, Oliveira and Miranda, if we're going to make a move for anyone now, it would be out of them two and probably Anthony Robinson. Robinson might be my preferred option. He'd be the lowest rated by far, but it would also get our North America objective signing, that one that we saw last episode. It would get that done, so that could potentially be a really huge thing. Oliveira's from South America, unfortunately. Yeah, it's a tricky one, that. Anyway, it doesn't really matter right now. Let's get into the game against Brentford, and we can take another look at these guys once their scout reports have come back. Although, we did lose that game against Aston Villa, I'm feeling more confident for this one against Brentford. We're at St James's Park. We weren't good against Villa. We weren't terrible, but both teams weren't very creative, and Villa just ended up getting the 3 points, so fair play to them. Like I said in the last episode, I'm not playing with Barca anymore, and I'm playing with a mid-table Premier League team. That's just the way it is for now, but it won't be that way for seasons to come. Don't worry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Wilson on the ball. Can he play it in behind? He can. Saint-Maximin just hit this. Oh, what a goal! Alan Saint-Maximin with his first goal of the season, and it's an absolutely brilliant finish. I'm surprised he scored that. Left foot shot. It's a good finish. It was a good ball too from Callum Wilson, I think it was, who played him in. Wilson now feeds it in behind for Saint-Maximin. That seems to be a partnership blossoming pretty well. Joel Linton has lost the ball quite stupidly, I'll be honest. I did bring him in for this game over Joe Willock. He's in my default starting lineup, but I wanted Willock in the team for the first game. He did okay. He didn't really have much to do in that game. He got an assist, though. I do remember that. I don't feel like we're going to keep many clean sheets this season, especially if we keep doing that. Thank goodness Nick Pope was there. He was offside anyway. But God almighty, we need to be better at clearing the ball. That was shocking. Great play from Cal. Oh my goodness, I don't know how Brentford have escaped that one. We could have easily scored there. It's into Alex, who's just going to hold the ball up and inevitably lose it because he just cannot dribble, even though his stats suggest he can. It's back with Da Silva here, who's absolutely ran through my defense. They've got it back to Godosh, and Target has put it out for a corner. Oh, come on. Stop getting so jammy. Good save, and Cher does so well. And then Target straight into the feet of Isaac. I almost called him Isaac again. I did that all of last episode. I'm an idiot. Come on, Wilson. Across the keeper. Wishful. It's half time, and we're 1-0 up. Second half has just got underway. Hopefully, we don't do anything stupid and give away a silly goal or anything. It's really important that we actually don't concede, not only for getting 3 points here, but because of our objective of getting 7 home clean sheets in 19 home games in the season. I mean, that is a ridiculous objective from a board that thinks that their team is going to finish mid-table. I mean, that's ridiculous. It really is not a fair objective whatsoever. Almiron lost it there in a dumb position. Henry also lost the ball. I was going to play it in midfield there, but Joel Linton just got into a position where he couldn't receive the ball. He has received it here. He's given it into Bruno, who can try and run it forward. He feels a bit slow, though. Come on, lads. It's into the feet of Wilson. Isaac make a run. He has made a run. Shifted onto his left. He bends it. Ooh, almost scored that one, actually. I've just made 4 changes to get this away. There we go. Willock there, who just headed the ball, has just come on. Him and Shelby have both replaced Bruno and Joel Linton. Joel Linton has not impressed me at all today. He's been really poor. So of course Murphy's come on. And I've brought on, who else? Chris Wood, I think, up top for Callum Wilson. So there are my 4 changes. Hopefully we can seal the win. Wood's on the ball here. That's a poor run from Isaac. It was Isaac, for God's sake. Isaac has left it for Murphy. The overlap from Trippier. The run in the middle from Wood. And it is 2-0. It's Chris Wood who scores. So we have got 3 goals this season, 2 of which have been scored by our strikers, Chris Wood and Callum Wilson, but no goals for Isaac. I know it's only 2 games in, but he has not felt good. He doesn't make runs. Maybe I should put his instruction on target, man. I might try that for the next game, who knows. But what matters is that I think we've just sealed the win with a Chris Wood goal. It's a good cross from Trippier as well, and a great finish. Oh, go on, Isaac. Great challenge. He goes to the right of the defender. I was just kind of ripping him off a bit, and he's almost scored there. 10 minutes to go. Yep, my sub has just gone through. I've just brought on Jamal Lewis at left back. Come on, Saint-Maximin. Whip this in. It's not a great corner. Onyeka gets there, but we're going to win it back. Shelby into Saint-Maximin. Oh. Murphy scores. The substitution's making an impact, and Jacob Murphy doing the Sue. We don't need to see that again. 3-0. We have absolutely stepped it up in this second game. The subs, as I said, making an impact. Saint-Maximin with a goal and an assist today as well, so it's good to see him doing well. That's absolutely pivotal if we're to have any success this season. Please don't concede a dumb goal, lads. Please. Get back there, Pope. Well done, Lewis. Couple minutes left. After losing our first game at Villa Park, it's good to know that we can turn this place into a bit of a fortress, especially with wins like this. I want the clean sheet. It's important for my manager rating. If I concede 1 goal here, I might get sacked. Knowing this game, Jesus. And that should be 3 points in the bag, and it is. 3-0 win. A bit concerned about Isaac. Of course, I'm going to keep giving him a go, but Murphy and Wood with the goals. 2 of the most bang average players in the Premier League, let alone this Newcastle team. Fair enough. Press conference time here. That was a much improved game compared to the first game. Our defending gave us the platform. The lads up front were ruthless. I'm just going to say that because it will boost team morale, I guess. You really turn things around. How? We were just better prepared for today's game, I guess. We learned our lessons against Aston Villa. Was that a game you always felt in control of? Maybe the scoreline flattered us a little bit. Next up, I think we have a cup game. It is. It's a Carabao Cup game, and it's against Nottingham Forest. Could not give a rat's ass about the Carabao Cup, especially since it's not in our objective. So I am going to play the second team and simulate this one. I'm pretty much using my full second team here, but I'm actually going to bring Joel Linton in for this one because I want to start Willock in my next Premier League game. He impressed me against Villa more than Joel Linton impressed me against Brentford. It's quite simple. Apart from that, yeah, I'm just going with the full second team. If we win, that's great. If we don't, that's just as great because, again, it's the Carabao Cup, you know. And the final result is a 2-1 loss. No one really cares. Anderson got a goal, though, so that should really help his development. It looks like we dominated but couldn't quite get the win. Saint-Maximin played about half an hour, and Willock pretty much played the same amount of time as Joel Linton, which was like half the game. So, yeah, not ideal there. Jesus, Manquillo got a 4.9. Ooh, it's West Ham up next. We have a scout report back. I'm going to wait until we get all of them back to check them. But yeah, I just saw it is West Ham next up. That's going to be a tough one. We're going to the London Stadium. So what's happening there? My game is just glitching out all the time. I still have an Xbox One, guys. Sean Longstaff has sent me a message saying it's important for our season, and he feels like he can do a better job than Joel Linton. I don't doubt it, but can you do a better job than Willock? I don't think so. I'll think about it. I might bring him to the bench. Not for this game, though. This game is important for the season. He's not wrong. We've both picked up 1 win and 1 loss in our first season. West Ham and ourselves. Bruno's only 24. I might actually put him on a development plan. Something that can, I think, improve his sort of like overall stats that's not balanced, because balanced doesn't really work as well as the specific game plan. Here it is. Box to box. Box to box is just going to improve stats going forward and back. It's going to make him nice and fit too. He's already got 84 stamina, so he's already very fit, of course. It's now time for that West Ham game, though. It's going to be the same team that lined up against Brentford, but Willock is going to come back into the lineup for Joel Linton. And I'm not going to give Longstaff a go. Here we are at the London Stadium. Excited for this one against West Ham. Hopefully we get the points we need. The points we need are all 3, undoubtedly. But also undoubtedly, West Ham are a very strong team. So, excuse me. So we do need to be on top form. And I need to focus on playing football and not burping my head off. Oh, God. Bowen's found Rice. Oh, it's an easy 1-2, and West Ham have already opened the scoring. Not a good start for us. Oh, my God. Almiron won it back. Oh, and I lost it to Zuma. Oh, Trippier. What is that? I cannot believe he's just done that. Benrahma's in here. And it could be 2-0 if we don't clear it. And we have, and we've got a goal kick, luckily. Bruno plays it through fantastically for Almiron. Almiron. Oh, he missed. Oh, Areola saved it. Thank God. I was going to say that's a shocking finish. See if he can get a corner in now. Let's go there. That's a great delivery. Oh, my goodness. We almost scored. Areola makes another save, unfortunately. Almiron comes forward, release it. There we go. What is that? What is that? Thankfully, Bruno wins it back. Almiron again. He's been good today so far. Bruno. Oh, my God. My players just cannot dribble. Target. What is that? I've aimed up the wing. Oh, my God. Get it up. Thank you. Now, Saint-Maximin, beat your man. Oh, come on. Come on, Alan. Just run it. Goal. Drag back. Nope. Okay. You didn't want to drag it back at all. That ball was not good. Scamacca now. Oh, jeez. He's beaten my defenders. It's out on this side for Benrahma. They get so lucky. And they get so lucky to get their second goal. They're so lucky. I couldn't have done anything more there. We really need a goal before half-time, and we're not going to get it if you can't turn, man. Turn properly. Oh, my God. It's so bad. Shocking first half from my players. Second half is going to kick off here. Hopefully we can actually do something. That'd be nice. Here's Almiron. Gives it into the feet of Willock. Could have played that through for Wilson there. But it's into the feet of Isak now. Jeez, he feels so clunky. It's a good shot, but running with him just feels like I'm running with a daddy long-legged spider or some crap. Let's get the ball in with Trippier here. An alright corner. Oh, no one wants to win it. That'd be right. I can't do it, guys. I can't play if my players aren't playing, if you get what I'm saying. Like, I can't do anything more than I'm doing. I'm directing them, but at the end of the day, they have to do the rest. Willock, in behind. Come on. Get something going forward, please. Saint Maximan. That, you know, if I did that, that's a penalty. You know? Factually, if I do that, it is a penalty spot kick to the opposition. Saint Maximan now. He should absolutely kill Soufal for pace. Go on. Isak's in there. He's never going to win that, despite the fact he's the size of an average NBA small forward. It's a good ball from Almiron, and I don't know what Isak's done here. He's just about kept it in, though. Let's try crossing it, I guess. The header's saved easily by Ariel. I'm going to make some changes. I don't know. I'll bring Joel Linton in. I'll bring Lewis in. I guess I'll bring in Chris Wood as well. Isak. Oh, my God. What am I supposed to do, man? When my players just cannot kick a fucking football, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. You know, I'm doing, as I said before, I'm doing everything that I can, everything necessary to win this game, but they're just not playing football. I don't know how else to put it. They're just playing shockingly. I don't get it, man. Again, I can't do anything more. I really can't. And West Ham have been poor as well. You know, they've given me the ball a lot this game. But they've just, I don't know, taken their chances. As I say that, they don't take that one. We're going to get a goal now. It's going to be for consolation. Unfortunately, we're past the points of any, you know, any result out of this game. Can someone make a run, please? Willock can. Willock's there, and he gets one. Now we can actually string a few passes together. Stoppage time approaching. Unfortunately, it's too little too late, but it's good to see Willock get on the score sheet. It's going to be another 2-1 loss away against, you know, another really decent team. Aston Villa or West Ham, you know, they're both teams that are fighting for that, like, top 8 sort of slot. We're not quite there. Next season, I want to be breaking top 7, really, top 6. But this season, I just don't think we're at a team like Aston Villa or a team like West Ham's level. You know, I just don't think we are. But I would have liked at least a point. We did not play well today, though. So we're here on transfer deadline day for the first transfer window of the series. It's got rumours. I didn't even realise that. So, of course, 10 hours to go. Our budget is still 86 million, with 2 million on the wages. In terms of a signing, I don't think I'm going to go for Tamori yet. I'm going to keep tabs on him because I want him. I want this guy at my club. But I'm just not going to go for him yet. I think I'd prioritise a left back. Now, I don't really want Robinson. Yes, it would be good to sign a player from the United States, but he's older than Oliveira and Miranda, and I think he's going to be lower rated than them, so I'm just not looking to bring him in yet. But I'm going to keep him there because it might help us with the North America objective and all that sort of stuff. So he's kind of like an insurance policy signing for January. But for now, let's compare Miranda and Oliveira. So I want my fullback to be able to defend, number one, but I want him to be able to go forward as well, and I think Miranda's just going to offer a little bit more going forward. So I don't want to pay his release clause of 32 million, so we're going to begin negotiations with Betis, who obviously we turned out to be our bogey team in the Barcelona career mode. I am going to offer a player swap. Let me just go ahead and mute the game real quick. So, target is, of course, our starting left back. Jamal Lewis is our backup left back. He's not great, so I will offer him, and offering that, you'd probably want 12 mil at least on top of that. I mean, it would make sense. Jamal Lewis and 12 mil. He's going to take it. I'm happy to pay Jamal Lewis and 12 mil for this guy, Juan Miranda. So let's just go in and negotiate. You know, I'm very happy to say that I can sort of ease Miranda into the starting 11. He wants rotation as a squad role. I will 100% take that because, well, I mean, it means he won't get upset if he doesn't play. And he won't play too much over target, but he's going to offer much better competition for for that starting spot than Lewis was offering. So I'm glad we could just do a straight swap, sorry. He wants 34 grand. That makes sense. I'm going to take this down to 200 and up his wages to 38,000. Will he accept it? Yes, he will. Our first signing of the career mode is Juan Miranda from Betis. Here is the graphic of him joining the team. I'm going to turn the little Mardi Gras music on. There's Eddie Howe. Shakes his hand. And he's got a run. Medical. Nice. Yeah, looking good. So they're going to grade our transfer here. Jamal Lewis plus 12 million. I mean, they accepted it straight away, so it wouldn't have been a great negotiation. And they've given us an F. Okay. Not terribly great, but I mean, it was good. We technically got him for about £14.8 million because it was 12 plus Lewis's value, which was 2.8. And that was way below his their asking price and not even a mil over his value. So I would not give that an F. Personally, I wouldn't have that. Anyway, let's bring him onto the bench for Caldalo. Obviously, he's not going to be there. So let's kind of rearrange the bench a little bit. If we can just get it to look a bit like that. All good. So that's the team at the moment. I think it looks very, very strong. Target, of course, remains as our starting fullback, but Miranda, he's a bit quicker. Let's actually compare them. So he's quicker. He brings better shooting, slightly better dribbling. Target is better slightly in defending and physical. They're actually very similar. You know, the only stat that's really hugely different would be shooting, which is 10 apart. And then the pace is at a difference of 8. And that's it. So they're very quite similar. Miranda gets the number 3 shirt. I think that's more than fair enough. But now let's just simulate through deadline day. We've made our first signing of the career mode. I'm glad we didn't make one. And I'm glad that it wasn't like a high-profile one. You know, after bringing in all these players, Newcastle, you know, it didn't make sense to make another signing. It's unrealistic. But bringing in someone like Miranda, even though in real life the transfer window's closed, it did kind of make sense. PSV have come in for Sean Longstaff. As much as I don't feel like I need him, I'm going to keep him at least till January. So we're going to go ahead and reject that offer. You don't need to be selling Sean Longstaff. I don't see him in my plans long-term, but right now, it just doesn't really make sense to let him go. There's rumours about Atletico Madrid letting João Felix go to Liverpool. The top deals at the moment, Ousmane Dembele went to City for £42.8 million. Højbjerg went to Atletico. And apart from that, you've got like Tadic down there and stuff like that. So the top deals so far don't include any monster transfers, but of course, Dembele going to City, it's just another winger that City don't need. Maybe they let Silva or Mahrez or Grealish or someone like that go to another club. I'm not too sure. They're linked with Theo Hernandez now as well. This is crazy. It's nice that they've sort of got the activity right on your screen. I do want to applaud EA for that. That's really, really good. Excuse me. Napoli have come in for Bruno. I've not particularly enjoyed using him, actually. But there's no chance we're going to sell him. Not yet, anyway. If he continues to not be a really super good player, which he's not really been so far, then sure, I'll look at letting him go. But for now, I'd be mad to let him go. He's one of our best players. Felix has gone to Liverpool. Oh, God. Okay, Pau Torres has gone as well to Sevilla. That's a great signing for them. So this is the squad. Obviously, we didn't change it at all, bar selling a couple players and bringing in Juan Miranda. So now we're going to get into that game against Leeds. So in terms of the lineup that we're going to go with, I'm not too sure if I want to make too many changes, but one change I know I want to make is bringing Cher out, who's been alright, but I want to bring him out for Dan Burn and then swap. Ooh, 2 left-footed centre-backs. I'm going to keep Cher in then, and I'm going to drop Sven Botman, and then keep Dan Burn at left centre-back. I want to give him a go, see if I enjoy using him at all, but we definitely need a centre-back with pace. That's why Tomori would be such a refreshing addition to the side. I've not really found a good centre-midfield partnership yet, so is this the game that I try it? I want to try Shelvey with Willock or Bruno, because when I've brought Shelvey on, he's been good. I'm going to drop Bruno. I'm going to bring him to the bench. He's going to come here for Joelinton. So Shelvey comes into the starting XI. I want to give Miranda his debut early in the second half as well. But we need to pick up 3 points here. Obviously, in the one home game we've played so far this season, we've done really, really well. That was a 3-0 win against Brentford, but it's been away that we've been picking up the L's. I'm going to change, I almost said Isaac. I'm going to change Isaac's instruction on attacking runs to target man. So he's now going to be on target man and Wilson's going to be on getting behind. I'm going to see if that makes a difference and allows me to use him a bit better. I mean, look at his stats, man. I don't know how I'm struggling with him. Our FIFA 23 career mode Premier League team against our FIFA 22 Premier League career mode team. It's a clash of the Robbo Titans, if you will. Said no one ever. They've got Somerville starting on that right-hand side, the young man. Of course, I don't check my opponent's lineups. I really should. It makes sense to do so. You kind of get to... Oh, God, Shah. I was going to say you kind of get to know what you're coming up against. Leeds have... Oh, I thought Leeds won themselves a free kick because the ref was pointing that way. But we got the free kick instead. We got very lucky there. I don't know how we still have it. I got very lucky. Wilson. Oh, I tried to play it through for Saint-Maximin, and apparently he's offside. I tried to play it through for him, but the pass did not go where I wanted it to. We've not started this game very well at all. I don't want to concede. I'm trying to get home clean sheets for the brand exposure thing, the expectation thing that we have set by the board. We've got it away. Go on, Saint-Maximin. Header that down. Here we go. Callum Wilson. I see Almiron. Going to go back to Saint-Maximin here. Willock into Shelvey. Isaac has been taken out, and they're the ones that get the foul given their way. That'd be right, and then they get another one. Jeez. Leeds coming forward again. They've definitely had the better possession in this game. We need to cut it out. We need to get this ball back. Cannot afford to concede any more chances. Sinistera, it's a great challenge from Cher. I'd rather give away a corner than give away a chance. Okay, we'll take the goal kick. It's Saint-Maximin now. Look back post. Oh my God, that is so lucky. That is so lucky Almiron scored that. I'm sorry if the game glitched a bit there. Nothing new. But, wow. Miguel Almiron with his first goal of the career mode save. Saint-Maximin playing really well. It's down the opposite end of the goal. It's a good header. I think the keeper should be doing a bit better. Ilon Melier, my hero. It's a bit tough, though. Yeah, I can see why he wouldn't save that. That's really good that we've managed to score there. Target can play this in behind. If Callum Wilson just made an in-behind run, then I don't think we'd really have an issue. Bamford. Great challenge from Dan Burn. He's been pretty rock solid today. Wilson. Isaac. Almiron. Offside, apparently. Bamford has also given it to Brendan Aronson. Just don't let them in. Well shoved off the ball. What are you doing? Okay, target got there and he slid in even though we had the ball. That'd be right. Get it out. Just get it out. Willock's did enough. Okay, just about. We remain in the lead. 1-0 at halftime. Obviously no halftime subs. The first half was We didn't play terribly well, but we didn't play terribly bad either. We've just been pretty good at the back. Had a bit of a scare at the end of the first half, but yeah, we've been rock solid. Dan Burn's been incredible today. Almiron's ball over the top, and Isaac with his like 645 physical is not able to outmuscle some random guy at the back there. Somerville now. It's another challenge from Dan Burn. Shelvey does well. Let's pass this across. Cher, try and find our winger. Saint-Maximin, and somehow Matt Target has given it away in that position. It's with Bamford, and Dan Burn makes yet another tackle. So I'm going to bring Target off for Juan Miranda. Shelvey and Willock have actually been really good today. So I might give Joe Linton and Willock a go. Why not? I hope that doesn't come to bite us back in the backside. Murphy scored recently, so I'm going to bring him on the right-hand side, and for now, that's all I'm going to do. Here's Sink grabbing. Get a tackle in, maybe. Saint-Maximin, we actually... Oh, I was about to say we actually won the ball, but of course we didn't win the ball. Who am I kidding? Pope makes another good save. Can we find a ball back to Joe Linton? We can. I don't know why Isak didn't make the run there. There was a great opportunity to do so. And Joel Linton's ball just doesn't have any power behind it. I don't really get it. But Willock's picked it up here. They've given us the ball again. Can we find Wilson? We can, I think. Callum Wilson has hit the bloody crossbar. How unlucky. I've brought on Chris Wood and Ryan Fraser. All we need to do is make sure that this ball doesn't find a Leeds player in the air. And we have done that successfully. Thank goodness. Chris Wood has found Isak. Can we do something here? Alexander Isak almost got a goal, to be fair. Hopefully Isak's just another one of them guys that I just need a bit of time to get used to using. That's hopefully all the case is. Can we get it down, please, Willock? We can. It's hit by Joel Linton, and that is going to do it. A 1-0 win. Yeah. 2 games at home, 2 games away, 2 home wins, 2 away losses. So that's really good to see. And it's another St. James's Park win. Next up in the Premier League, it's Nottingham Forest. We're not going to play that in this episode, though. I was actually going to play this game and the Chelsea game, which was back at St. James's Park in this episode, but we've just run out of time. It's gone for over like half an hour or something. But in the table, we're currently 10th, 2 wins and 2 losses. Not a great start, but not terrible. It's something we can definitely build off. That's the sort of position I imagine we're going to be in come the end of the season. But I want to thank you very much for watching this video. If you enjoyed, then please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and give any feedback you feel like giving me. So that would be great. Apart from that, I will see you in the next video.